Hey, Aaron, how you doing?
G'day. Well, thanks, mate.
Good,
Yourself?
good. Doing fine, thank you. Wanted to ask you about, Nick was just mentioning, sort of learning that defensive culture that they've got there in Toronto or Tampa, I guess. How difficult is it? How different is it from what you're accustomed to? And how quick a learner are you?
There's a couple nuances, but all in all, the NBA game comes down to a lot of pick and roll defense, and Nick throws in a few different looks and a few little other things. There's some changes in the vocabulary, but beyond that, it's very similar. It's things I've done here and things I've done there, so it's just a matter of putting it all together and then also getting on the same page with everyone. And once we communicate and talk and do that over a number of repetitions, then it'll start to look even smoother and cleaner, and that's what we're working towards each time we step on the floor right now.
Do you see progress even from the couple of practices you've just had?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's the more you practice, then it'll become second nature. Right now I'll be talking and sometimes I may say the wrong word, so the defender jumps on the other side of the body, but that's going to clean up in the next couple of days, and we'll be good to go pretty quickly. And yeah, like I said, it's just a matter of some more repetitions, and then we'll be right there.
All right, not to get too personal here, but I understand some congratulations are in order. Extra new member to the family?
Yeah, figured we're spending some time down here, so if you have a baby, you're considered a local, I think. But might as well be a local here for now and make the most of being in Tampa.
Did you get down early for that purpose then?
I wouldn't call it early. I think we got in a couple of days before everyone else, but we did have to make a quick decision as to where we're staying and having the baby in Phoenix, or where we're going to uproot everything, turn it all upside down, and make it complete chaos out here for the first few days. And we definitely chose the latter, which has been fun to navigate. And full credit to the missus. She's being amazing as always, and just proves that she's my better half and tougher than me every single day.
Well, congratulations and thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, Aaron, congratulations.
Cheers, thank you.
I wanted to ask you about Alex. I imagine he's one of the guys you've been going up against, and to the extent that you're going up against anybody right now. And Nick said there's an intra-squad scrimmage planned for tomorrow. Sort of, in your experience, what are the challenges of going up against him, and what does he bring to the table for the Raptors?
Yeah, he's pretty dynamic. He's come in here and he's willing to learn, and he's doing a great job of that. He's fitting into the system and finding where he can exploit different opportunities for himself and also create for others. So, there was a play today when we were watching the scrimmages, and they ran a post-up play for him, and they found him space, and he took his time, made the most of the opportunity as well. And then just he's learning. We're both in the same boat where we're just trying to learn and get that continuity within the offense and find where we can help the other guys and really try and make their jobs that little bit easier.
Appreciate it. Hope the little one gets some regular sleep, and so do you. Take care.
Cheers. Thank you.
Hey, Aaron, congratulations.
Yeah. Cheers. Everyone keeps saying congratulations, but full disclosure, I didn't do much.
Well, you did something.
I mean, yeah, we'll have to ask the missus if I did.
I know that you've been pretty open in speaking about your experience with COVID and your family in the summer. I'm wondering if you'd be able to share some of that with us. What was that like when you got the results back from your test in the summer, and what was the toll that the whole thing took on you physically and mentally over the weeks to come?
The worst thing about it was the stress of initially not knowing if I was going to pass it on to my family, and not knowing how they were going to, if they were going to get extremely sick, or what were going to be the repercussions of that on their end. And at the time when I was first diagnosed, my wife was pregnant, so she was in the high risk category. My daughter has asthma, so she was in the high risk category. And then all the unknowns of what it was going to do to children and adults alike, but more so the kids, we were definitely worried about what was going to happen. So there was some as much as it knocked me on my butt, any moment that I was awake, it was just complete dread and scared as to what was going to happen for them, for their safety. So, you know, it was one of those things that because I know how it felt just to worry about it, it's something that we take serious to this day, and we still try and practice the best possible isolating and cleaning and looking after ourselves and doing the same for others, because we don't want to put anyone else in that same position that our family went through, even though at the end of the day they were all mostly asymptomatic, you know, a couple little things, but more on the very mild side. And myself, you know, I was symptomatic and had some things that they knocked me on my butt, but thankfully I'm fit. I have a good diet, so I was able to overcome it, and it wasn't too big of a problem for us as a family. But you know, knowing that it can be for other families is something that we still take serious, and we don't want to be responsible for putting that on another family. So yeah, it's something that we look back at and are happy to have learnt from it, but still we take it pretty serious as well.
Obviously, this season is going to be very different in terms of the challenges that the league faces, that every team faces going through the year compared to what it was in the bubble. How has it felt so far? I know you're only a week in, but in terms of the protocols that are in place and how the team is sort of navigating things so far, does it feel safe in Tampa?
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's one of the things about what we're doing is we're in the best possible circumstance to be doing what we're doing. They look after everything for us, so it's really not much stress on us in terms of what we have to do on a day-to-day schedule. You know, the hardest thing for us is having to remember to go and get a test every single day. That's as tough as it is for us. You know, we're protected, we're looked after so well that sure, we can't go out and do some things, but at the end of the day, we're lucky to be able to do what we do. Every need we have is taken care of. So there are a lot of people out there doing it a lot worse. And if that's the biggest stress for us every single day, then that's fine. And it's no skin off our back. We're going to go out there and focus on the job at hand. And that's going out there, learning the system first and foremost, and then taking it out to compete on a nightly basis, which we're all looking forward to, and just thankful to have that opportunity to go out there and keep playing, because at the end of the day, it's what we love to do, and it's what has get most players through the last 10 months, is knowing that we're going to get back out there and keep playing in the NBA, and it's a great thing for all of us.
Thanks, Aaron. I really appreciate that. Take care.
Hey there, Aaron. Thanks for taking the time. Sounds like you're pretty busy with the new little one arriving, just as you've arrived in town. But I wonder if you could give us some perspective on what it's like to join a new team during a pandemic, and like, do the health and safety protocols that you guys are adhering to, does that limit your ability to get to know your new teammates and your staff and the system and all those things that probably need to take place a little bit off the court?
In terms of getting to know the teammates, you know, we spend just as much time on the court together, and even off, you know, we're in and around each other, and we're in a safe environment. Everyone's getting tested every single day. So, you know, then for us here, it's one of those things that we are in a pandemic, but, you know, I signed in Toronto, and usually a winter sport, and I get to spend Toronto winter in Tampa. So, you know, there's some benefits to that. As much as we'd love to be playing up there in front of the home crowd fans, my little ones will be able to run around outside for the time being. So we'll make the most of that. And you know, I think the biggest challenge for me is I'm crap with names, I'm better with faces, and the masks cover up the faces of the staff. So I'm walking around continually asking the staff, you know, sorry, what's your name again? And yeah, and usually I can identify them by their face, and it makes it a little easy. But you know, that's the biggest challenge for me right now. So it's really not much at all to deal with. Yeah, I might piss a couple of people off asking them their name a couple more times than normal, but beyond that, everything here is so good, and the camaraderie and the family that is already built here, they're making it easy for me to come in, be a part of, and contribute to this very, very easily right now. So I'm thankful to the whole organization for making this transition smooth, not only for myself, but for my family. So like you said, we did make it as tough as we could signing with the new team during the pandemic, having a kid 3 days after moving, but they've made it as easy for us as possible.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Too easy.
Hey, Aaron, just following up on Rachel a bit there. I'm just curious if Kawhi or more likely Danny Green told you anything about Toronto or the Raptors organization.
No more than a congrats on signing, and it's not too much. I've already talked to them during when we catch up and play against them, and they had nothing but good things to say about the fan base and playing out there. So I'm excited that at some point during the season we will get to go up north and play in front of the home ground fans, because I know the amount of energy they bring to those games, and I know how hard it is to play against them in that arena. So hopefully I get to feel what it's like to play for them.
Cool. And just one more. What's up with your number situation? We noticed, I think in the team pictures, you don't have one yet.
Yeah, I didn't have a number. It was one of those things where I play with my family on my chest. That's why I had 46 to begin with. But, one of those things that with the new one coming along, I wasn't sure what number we were going to go with. And the date she was born actually works out. So I've got all my kids on my chest. So, sorry, the missus got bounced for that one. But she wouldn't have been – I wouldn't have been able to have the kids on my chest if she wasn't part of it. So, that's why I'm still going to stick with number 46.
Awesome. Thanks.
Hey, Aaron. Thanks for taking the time. Nick was mentioning that you're a better shooter than he envisioned. A part of that, obviously, is just, being in practice together. But do you feel like you've made strides over this break and improved from where you were last season?
Yeah, hopefully, that's something that I work towards every single day. So hopefully I am getting better, and I feel that I'm more consistent and my form is better. And even just the last week here working with these guys, just a change in other things and a few nuances that they're getting me to focus on are also helping me improve. So it's something that every single day I want to get better at. And if you do, it allows you to contribute more, which at the end of the day, I'm always wanting to contribute more to the team's success. And so I'm working towards that. And it's always good if you have your coach's confidence. It's one of those things that if you have the confidence of your coach, it breeds confidence in yourself. And I know that we have confidence in each other as teammates. So whenever I'm supporting you, then you can go out there, and it makes that job easier to go out there and take those shots and knock them down. So I keep working towards it every single day, though, and they hold you accountable here, which is fun, doing the competitive shooting that we do as a group.
Is that something you felt right away with this team, them just allowing you to be yourself?
Yeah, definitely. It's something that I've been working on over the last few years. And first of all, when I got to Boston, they gave me the confidence there. I had the confidence of Brad and Danny, and they told me, you're hurting the team if you don't shoot those open threes. We've seen you knock them down in practice, so you got to take them in the game. It's the best thing for the team. And ever since you have your head coach tell you that, and then you are able to go out there and have some success, and then the same thing happened in Phoenix. I'm just trying to carry that over and trying to improve as well. So hopefully I'll keep improving and keep making it better, just to allow some more looks for us as a group.
A quick cricket question for you. I don't know how much you've been paying attention being so busy, but Australia beat India in the one-dayers. India beat Australia in the T20s. Do you have any predictions for the Test series?
No, I'm so far out of the cricket loop right now. I catch up on the scores on Twitter, but beyond that, no, I don't see too much.
All right, cheers. Thanks, Aaron.
No worries. G'day, mate.
Hey, boy, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well.
Hey, I'm not gonna hold you up. Obviously, first, congrats on the baby. Congrats on the new deal. But I was just curious. When it came down to negotiating, did Phoenix reach out to you at all during free agency? And second, just your roundabout thoughts on your time there and moving on, obviously, to Toronto.
I enjoyed my time when I was in Phoenix. I was lucky. I had a great group of guys on court with us, and we all enjoyed playing for each other. And I think that's what allowed us to get some success throughout the year. And like always, harped on when I was there. If we played within Monty's system, then he usually put us in a place to succeed. So I enjoyed my time out there. I enjoyed the freedom that they allowed me with my game, and I enjoyed being part of trying to help them take that next step. And free agency was crazy this year, so I didn't actually speak to them. That was my agent's job, but beyond that, yeah, I didn't really speak to them, but they reached out to me and congratulated me on this contract. And now it's all business. I'm looking forward to getting out there and playing against them. On paper, they've improved over the free agency, and I'm looking to go out there and compete with them again, because it's always fun going up against your mates. And yeah, definitely got a few on that team. So.
Thanks, Aaron. Good luck out there. Stay safe.
Cheers.